K1 ワールドマックス2004-2006世界王者Buakaw
Buakaw, K1 World Max Champion in 2004 and that incredible victory in 2006.
赤コーナー 183cm 70.0kg K1 ワールドマックススカンジナビア大会王者Niekey the Natural Holtzken.
Niekey Holtzken usually fights at 72.5 or 160 pounds, has to strip back to make the 154-pound limit of K1 Max. But he is a cardio machine, is Holtzken. He went the distance with Buakaw and Andy Sauer, both back in 2007. The Sauer contest was a shoot boxing match, and Buakaw, of course, as I said, was in the K1 Max eliminations. The bookmakers have Buakaw as the favourite, $1.34 for the win here tonight. Niekey Holtzken at $3.45. And the K1 fans poll Buakaw an overwhelming 86% of fan votes for the win. Niekey Holtzken only getting 13%, which is probably the whole of Golden Glory Gym just voting for Niekey Holtzken and his parents. We are ready for 3 rounds of action. It is the 4th quarterfinal of the K1 Max Final 8. Michael Chavello, Mike Kogan with you ringside from the sold-out Budokan Arena in Tokyo on a hot summer's night. Buakaw Popromak, who amazingly, as I said, fought only 10 days ago in Montego Bay, Jamaica, under full Muay Thai rules with elbows. A very risky fight to take against the fighter of the caliber of Wayne Park. And a nice catch and sweep. Textbook execution of the Muay Thai technique from Buakaw early on. If Holtzken is going to catch Buakaw, he's got to do it here in the first round, where Buakaw is sometimes cold, as we saw against Andre Dida last time in K1 Max, where Dida almost decapitated Buakaw in the first round before losing over 4. There's a stiff right hand from Niekey Holtzken. He's got to go head hunting. He can't afford to let Buakaw find his rhythm here, because once Buakaw settles into his rhythm, he's pretty much unstoppable.
And so far, Niekey is not capitalizing on that.
And allows himself to be very easily taken down. Again, not scoring techniques here from Buakaw, but it's just Buakaw's way of saying to Niekey, hey, I own you. I can manhandle you. Niekey just jabbing. He looks a little timid here, does Niekey Holtzken. Buakaw thought about the front kick, moved in for a grapple, and then got out of range. They trade jabs. Holtzken with the slight reach advantage. He is 182 centimetres, 5'11" and a half. Buakaw 175 centimetres. Jab front kick, teep kick as it's called in Muay Thai from Buakaw. Holtzken could not afford to let Buakaw find the mark with his leg kicks and his rib kicks, because those will absolutely crumple the Dutchman. Good jab outside thigh kick from Holtzken. And Buakaw goes to the back leg. Spinning hook kick from Niekey Holtzken. He had a spinning back kick KO of Jory Mess. He's also got a beautiful left hook on him as Holtzken. He KO'd Marco PK last November at Slam 5 in Holland with the left hook. One of the best knockouts of 2008.
It's an interesting fight. It's keeping a relatively fast pace, but yet it looks like they're both in slow motion. It's probably because it's very stationary. Both of them kind of standing in the middle and just exchanging leg kick for a punch and a punch for a leg kick.
Buakaw, who amazingly was a former 140-pound fighter. He used to fight at Lumpini and Rajdamoon and Omroy Stadium champion back in the day. He kicks again to the midsection. Traditional slow start here from Buakaw. Swings those corking knees into the lead thigh. Goes to the liver section and a high right round kick. Final 10 seconds of the opening round. Good right hand from Niekey Holtzken. Left hook right combination. That's what he should have been doing from the opening round, Niekey Holtzken. And in my opinion, Mike Kogan, as we go to the towels, Niekey Holtzken has lost a golden opportunity to capitalize on a cold Buakaw.
I agree. I mean, anybody who fights a good Muay Thai practitioner, you know, that knows that their first round is always a filling out process. That's the time when they kind of get their rhythm. And to not take advantage of it, you're right, it's just outright stupid. I mean,
I mean, if you watch the last fight of Buakaw alone in K1 against Andre Dida, that should be a lesson to everyone. Dida is an inexperienced stand-up fighter. It was only his second ever fight under K1 Max rules. He dropped him. He almost knocked out cold Buakaw in the first round. Meanwhile, Niekey Holtzken, who we expected to start very strongly, has started terribly slow.
Yeah, very slow, you know, punch for punch, kick for kick. I mean, I don't think he's far behind. What was the scoring? I think we were commentating doing scoring.
We will get that scorecard for you, but a very slow start here from the natural Niekey Holtzken. A very unnatural slow first round for him.
Yeah, 10-all, so
10
I mean,
all
which
for
is
the
right.
judges.
Like I said, nobody was really too far ahead, but just knowing Buakaw's style, you know, you're right. I think Niekey did let go of a golden opportunity.
Niekey Holtzken, who, as I said, suffered an injury in his fight against Shahid Ulad Al-Hajj in the final 16. He actually broke his toe in the third round of that fight. So we are told all is healed here tonight. Buakaw, teep kicking to the midsection, fires a knee to the upper right rib cage. You can already see a higher work rate here in the second round from Buakaw. And Holtzken again sitting back. He's not throwing the preemptive strikes here. It's a very dangerous game if you want to play counter-fighting strategy against Buakaw. Buakaw ties him up, shrugs him off, steps up with a knee, caught him on the elbow. Front kick to the midsection again from Buakaw. Buakaw just seeing where the openings are. He'll find a chink in the armor here and go to town on it.
Well, if you can see, Buakaw has a high output of those tip kicks, and Niekey's starting to react to them by dropping his hands a little bit and see like cringing. I think the more and more that he starts to do, you're going to see that overhand, a straight cross coming in because he exposes the chin.
Thai fighters are traditionally rhythmic fighters, and as I said earlier, if you allow Buakaw to find his rhythm, especially with the leg kicks and the rib kicks, he will simply take you apart.
Oh, he found a rhythm. He's dancing now.
As Gloria Estefan says, eventually the rhythm's going to get you, and it's getting Niekey Holtzken at the moment here in the second round. He fires a right hand as Holtzken, but nothing phasing Buakaw. Buakaw just sitting behind his jab. He'll throw the kicks underneath the jab, goes to the rib cage again. Teep kick to the midsection. It's an annoying and a hurtful kick. You continually have your opponent dig the ball of his feet into your stomach.
But it's not just that. I've been watching that tip kick since the first round, and Niekey's left hand drops more and more and more, and his body bends more and more and more with it, just asking for that cross.
Step up knee to the midsection from Buakaw. It would set up an absolute dream semi-final if Buakaw was to face Andy Sauer at the Yokohama Arena come October. And at the moment, it's certainly looking that way. 30 seconds remaining here in the second round of 3. If the first round was a draw, certainly this is Buakaw's round. And I don't know what has happened to Niekey Holtzken. I was talking to Bas Boone, his manager, about half an hour before the show here tonight, and Bas was saying to me that Niekey Holtzken is on. He is ready to come out aggressively, but he's seemingly falling asleep here in center ring tonight.
Yeah, he's definitely not on. I mean, he looks worse than he did in the first fight against Charlie, and I didn't think he was super impressive in that fight.
That's going to be Buakaw's round after 2 with 1 remaining. And Niekey Holtzken needs a good stern talking to from Paul Hemmers over in the red corner. You can just feel it, you can sense it, and you can see it. Buakaw getting on rhythm, that beautiful teep kick, just digging into the belly button, pushing it through the back. Goes up to the sternum on that occasion. And it's the fine leg work of one of the master Muay Thai fighters, Buakaw Porpramak. Holtzken with a rare right hand. Buakaw follows it through with a knee to the midsection.
10-9.
And 10-9 say all 3 judges for Buakaw. He now leads after 2 with 1 remaining. 2019 on all judges' scorecards. Buakaw looking for his 26th victory in K1 Max and his 220th fight here tonight. It'll be victory number 188 if he clocks it up. And he's certainly on his way. Again, just keep kicking the midsection.
If Buakaw gets through this round with a victory and gets into the semifinals, we're going to have two-time K1 Max champions facing off, which means one of them will go to the finals and possibly be the first ever 3-time K1 Max champion.
Very true. Only 3 men have ever won it twice. Sauer, Buakaw, and Masato. The other winner being Albert Kraus, the inaugural winner back in 2002. Good outside thigh kick to the back leg there from Holtzkin. As a tip kick to the lead leg, then to the midsection from Buakaw. A little bit more aggression here from
definitely
Niekey.
woke up. I think whatever they told him woke him up.
They gave him a can of Red Bull in the corner.
But I don't think enough. Yeah, I really don't think enough.
Knees to the liver from Buakaw.
Because there you go. We're going right back to the second round.
Left hook from Buakaw. Hasn't been a lot of punching here from Buakaw. It's been all leg work, mostly because Holtzkin has allowed Buakaw to find that rhythm, to work those teep kicks and those leg kicks. And I am particularly amazed that Niekey Holtzkin has not tried to parry, has not tried to scoop even one of these front kicks.
I know,
from
and we're talking about 50 or 60 of these around. You know, these front kicks are coming like jabs. And you're right.
Again, Holtzkin is just allowing these front kicks to come into his midsection, not even trying to scoop them.
I know, not even once. Or catch the leg
and counter off it, right?
Or counter off of it and discourage Buakaw from continuing with the front kick. And there comes that cross. Like I said, he's going to keep doing it until he starts to drop them hands.
And once again, it is all one-way traffic here in the third and final round. Buakaw just dictating, slams the round kick to the upper left rib cage. Holtzkin trying for a Hail Mary shot off the right hand, but Buakaw just toying with him. Just gets upended, referee moves in. Buakaw's corner saying lock him on, do some grappling, pull him down into a knee. Nice. Foot sandwich from Buakaw, then go to the midsection.
I'm telling you, this pairing, I mean not pairing, the foot jab is becoming like a jab now. He's jabbing in the face, he's jabbing in the body. And you're right, and he's only doing it because Niekey is not doing anything to stop it.
Niekey Holtzkin taking more shots than a rifle range here in the third round. And he's got to try something. He's just got to try and pull a proverbial rabbit out of the hat here, Niekey Holtzkin. There's no way he's going to take the decision. He's going to try and knock out Buakaw, but time is now the enemy. Buakaw's just going to run down the clock with 20 seconds remaining. Front kick again from Buakaw. I'd love to have a kick counter, Mike Kogan, and find out just how many front kicks Buakaw has thrown.
Oh, I'll tell you how many. A lot.
Dumps him to the canvas. He has not only beaten Holtzkin here tonight, Buakaw, he has ripped out Niekey's soul. It's the end of the third and final round, and Buakaw did it easy.
I don't know if he's laughing or just his facial expression, but it almost looked like he said, oh my God.
I don't think Buakaw actually expected he'd get an easier fight as that. That was easy, Mike.
No, that was easy.
That was like a glorified sparring session for Buakaw.
Pretty much. No, pretty much. I mean, I don't think he even got hit. Except for the first round, Niekey was jabbing, but with Buakaw's head so down, he was hitting the top of his head, which, you're right. It's like a glorified sparring session. That's not even sweat. That's just water they pour.
Buakaw will take this one. He will go through to a dream matchup in semi-final number 2 against Andy Sauer. 30-28 says the first judge. 30-28 says the second judge. Buakaw is through. 30-28 says the third. And Niekey Holtzkin is devastated. And he needs to go back to the drawing board, seriously assess himself here as Holtzkin.
Well,
because let's just say that it's 2 fights in a row that Holtzkin has failed to impress. He wasn't that good in the final 16. He didn't break his toe until the third round. And even in the first 2 rounds against Shahid, he wasn't that impressive. And here against Buakaw, he didn't bring his A game, his B game, or his C game. He brought a D game to center.
Well, he didn't bring a game at all. He was basically a sparring partner for Buakaw.
And here's the brackets as they stand, folks. The final 4 has been determined.